Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, guys. My name is Yakat Zaman. Hope you guys having a wonderful time. As you guys know, it's today's Jummah, and on every Jummah, we have a little get together, a little chill, and have a little chat with each other as well. So, let me know how your work has been as well. Okay, so Alaikum assalam, Ahmad Hussein, Ahlan wa sahlan, marhaban, marhaban, welcome. Sajid Khan, wa alaikum assalam, Luqman, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, Ahlan wa sahlan. Sufyan, mashallah, my brother from another mother, Ahlan wa sahlan, welcome. S. Hussein, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you guys. And Masir Ali, wa alaikum assalam, alhamdulillah, very well, thank you very much. Right, so this week has been a very nice week. As you guys all know, every week is a nice week. But this week has been a very nice week as well. It's been kind of chilled out. And if you guys have seen, I've actually put up that fiqh. I put up the first part of the fiqh, Evo of fiqh video. What do you guys think of that video? Do you guys enjoy that kind of stuff? Something which you like? That's the kind of things that inshallah I'm going to be putting up. Yeah, because I know a lot of people, they're not really kind of ready to study a lot of these advanced texts, and these kind of things kind of help people out a lot. Yeah, what do you guys think? That's what I think. And sometimes what happens is, and in fact, let me tell you about the evolution of fiqh. That was basically something that I was working on for a very long time. I mean, I've stopped working on it for about 5 or 6 years now, but I was working on that for a very long time. I was kind of like collecting as many sources as possible, references, to try and make a picture of what fiqh was like in the early years. Like, how did they understand the concept of fiqh, and was there this concept of following the opinions of other people, taqleed, and how did they used to adhere to them? Was there the concept of a madhab, etc.? So these kind of things, I think a lot of people get confused with, because I personally think that a lot of you guys' questions can easily be answered if you have the bigger picture of how things work. And once you have the bigger picture, you can answer your own questions, really. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think of that, but I personally think, yeah, that's how it works. Otherwise, what tends to happen is, you'll have questions forever, non-stop a tennis match of questions going on. Yeah, back and forth, asking a sheikh about this and about that. And I remember once the evolution of fiqh course that actually started, was actually started with, actually, there was a guy who I went Hajj with, and this guy basically, he was kind of like from like a very sort of like typical Pakistani kind of background, where he hadn't really studied much of the religion, and then all of a sudden he kind of got exposed in university and college to other forms of, or other types of approaches, and then he was confused, right? So then what I did was I said, okay, what I will do is I will teach you, and I taught him in Masjid Nabawi, and it's about 10 days we were there, and in Masjid Nabawi I taught him basic principles with regards to Quran, how we approach Quran, basic principles regarding hadith, fiqh. Once this finished, alhamdulillah, the guy was very happy, and it helped him answer a lot of the questions that he had, mashallah. And yeah, basically that's how it kind of started. And there was these other two guys that used to come to my house. Oh yeah, there was other two guys that used to come to my house, and every Saturday I would basically teach them a bit of that. Yeah, so yeah, right. So Abdullah Afzal, do the effects of Hajj, removing sins and being newborn, apply on a second or third Hajj? Why not? Why not? There's nothing mentioned in the Hadith that this is only unique to the first Hajj. This could be all different types of Hajj as well. This is the tea I've got today, guys. This is Dogos. This is the one Sufyan has also sent. MashaAllah, still got those left. Barakah teas. I'm gonna call them Barakah teas from now on. Yeah, the Barakah teas, proper Barakah. Amin Salzali, wa alaikum assalam, rahmatullah, ahlan wa sahlan, Amin. And oh yeah, I had some tea. a few weeks ago at one of my friends' dessert shop I told you guys about, and it was called London. Is it called a London Tea Shop? It tastes quite nice, you know. I'm gonna try to find out where I can get some from, and inshallah I'll tell you what that tastes like. So it's like normal brew tea, but it tastes really nice, rich. It tastes like rich, and you don't have that kind of metallic taste in there or this kind of a bitter taste. It's very smooth and it goes down. If you guys are tea lovers, that is. If you guys are not tea lovers, then you guys will not know what I'm talking about. Assalamu alaikum, ahla wa sahlan,Eskhan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You come just in time for the chocolate tasting session. If someone wakes up 10 minutes before Fajr, start to pray Tahajjud, is that okay? Yes. Yeah, as long as it's before Fajr time, a person can do that, inshallah ta'ala. Why not? Persons possibly can do that. I need to increase the level of this image, you know, to 4K. I hope the website, the software allows it, because I need to have a better quality. I need to improve every single year. I need to improve things. Yeah, I'm already need to get some more lights. I'm thinking about getting some more padding for the room, so the sound. And I'm also thinking, because there is a little bit of echo. If you notice, there's a bit of an echo in the room. You can hear it from this. I don't like echo. I like that kind of, nice radio, the radio presenter sound. That's what I want to achieve. And I want to get some backlights as well. So backlights, yeah, you have these lights which reflect onto my head, and then it kind of makes the outer side of me look more sharper, yeah, distinguished from the background. So that's the kind of thing some of these guys. So here's my other light I got over here. Yeah, this is kind of nice as well. Gives it a nice touch on the side, but I need one for the back. What's the kind of thing that you guys like about this kind of setup? What kind of thing could I change? You tell me. What would look nice that you've seen maybe in other live streams, YouTubers, that maybe I could add? I'm thinking of maybe like getting those kind of lights that shine onto the wall. You have that kind of effect. Maybe that. I'm gonna get that back one. That's also a good one as well. I'm thinking of getting a soft light as well. Soft light. So the soft light is, it's like this massive light that you have, and it's like really big, like umbrella. You put it on top of yourself. Right. I hope you are well. Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Thank you very much. I hope you're well. I hope London is well. London Sharif. Yeah. London, the busy place. Is COVID-19 one of the preparations for the Dajjal? Allah knows. Well, look, I can tell you this. COVID has a D in there, and the Dajjal has a D in there. That's the only relationship that I can connect. There's nowhere in Hadith that it's mentioned about any COVID or anything like that. In India, after it rains, when I walk to mosque, I get splashes of mud and murky water from the water of the rain. Will my prayer be valid? Yes. Yeah, because that's something is very difficult to avoid. So those kind of things, even in the days of Sahaba and Tabi'in, those were pardoned. Is surgical ablation permitted? Surgical ablation. I need to check what that is. Let me go and consult my very good friend, Google Sharif, Google Sab. Surgical ablation. Okay, something to do with the heart, yeah. Let's see what these guys are saying. This procedure uses energy to make small scars in your heart tissue. They stop unusual electric signals that move through your heart and cause an uneven heartbeat. I see that. Fibrillation. Types of cardiac ablation. There are two ways your doctor can do ablation. The catheter ablation is where more common procedure. Types of cardiac catheter. Oh, this is like loads of stuff here. Yeah, so I mean, I've got to read through all of this just to kind of figure out what's said over here. But generally, if it's a medical procedure that doctors have said, which is going to help a person improve their quality of their life or health, or for some sort of like medical procedure, then there is definitely scope for it. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what you're asking for. Is it for someone who is ill and needs some heart treatment? Have you studied any fiqh book of Imam Shafi? No, unfortunately, I haven't. If there was, which one is the most your favorite? I haven't studied, but I know one of the best books to study on, which I mean, I've read some books on Shafi. One of the easiest books to read on the Shafi madhab. Well, for me, it's easy because I've read a lot of Hanafi texts, so I'm familiar with how fiqh works. Is obviously Al-Mu'tamad by Wahab al-Zuhaili. But for a beginner, Safinatul Najat. So Safinatul Najat, I think it's called, is it called Safinatul Najat? Let me check. Let me just do a quick check of which one. Thing, me sitting in front of the computer. All right, so Shafi books. All right. حبيا نهاية المطالب جرح العقود تدريب خبايا. Okay, Wasit is good, yeah. Imam Ghazali's Wasit. Yeah, it's good. No. For them, that's a bit advanced. Tahzeeb, that's a bit advanced. Al very advanced. Minhaj, very advanced. Mukhtasar, very advanced. Yeah, the easy ones. I can't remember which one I've kind of skimmed through many of them. Yeah, there was one. I mean, yeah, I'm not too sure which one would be the best. Maybe best to ask a Shafi. Assalamu alaikum, Muhammad Sajid Jafri. Ahlan wa sahlan. I think it looks as okay as it is. I don't notice any echo. You don't notice it? Maybe you're not listening to it with earphones properly. My friend is a big fan of you. His name is Muhammad Ahmad Siddiq. Please give him a shout out. Muhammad Ahmad Siddiq, ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're well. What Hanafi fiqh books do you recommend a beginner student to go through? The first one you should study is something like Fiqh al-Muyassar. Yeah, Fiqh al-Muyassar is a very, very good Hanafi book. Yeah, to start off with. As in your top 10. There's loads of them. So check out. I mean, I've talked about this in the introduction of Quduri. Kaz Mataz, wa alaikum assalam. Having a tea break. Where is your tea? Tea is over here, my brother. My brother. Ahlan wa sahlan. Shanaz B. Aisha. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome. Already knows the ultimate book of Hanafi fiqh. Yeah, bro. Wink, wink. We know. Me and you know. Salam. Ahlan wa sahlan. Al-Basira. We teach Safinatul Najat here. Our Shafi students. Excellent, excellent. Yeah. So this is a good Shafi. So I've read Safinatul Najat. And it's very easy to follow, very basic, and it's really kind of informative. So that was a good one. And are there any more that you'd recommend? Al Basira. Are there any other? So like, what would you recommend for someone who after Safinatul Najat? What do you guys teach? Abdul Rahman Khan, would you rather be called a mufti or a sheikh? Best brother would be fine. Brother liaqat is a very nice. It's more intimate. It's more. You treat me like your own family. When you call me brother, it's like, yeah, I'm one of your family, man. I'll come down to your house. I'm gonna come down to your house. Salam, ahlan wa sahlan, ahlan wa sahlan. It's a freaking. Should Muslims wearing poppies? Up to you. You want to wear them? You don't want to wear them? Zaidan, wa alaikum assalam, ahlan wa sahlan. Akhi liaqat. Akhi is good as well. Akhi. Yeah, liaqat bai. Yeah, liaqat bai sounds. I like liaqat bai. That's the best one. Yeah, liaqat bai. That sounds more kind of like, your friend, come down to my house, have some tea. Muhtaram bai sounds better. Muhtaram bai. Oh yeah, sounds like half like respect from the top, respect from the bottom bai. Yeah, so I noticed that when comments get deleted in the chat, they don't get deleted on your screen. Yeah, we're talking about the last week's one. Yeah, so basically it takes a bit of time to delete. So once you delete, then it takes a bit of time for it to catch up. So whatever's come on the screen has come on the screen. Yeah. So what did you guys think of the new series, the book My Book series? Did you guys enjoy that My Book series? You liked it? Anyway, I'm so glad with your new series, My Book. It's time to expose Turath, Kitab to everyone. Keep going, inshallah, inshallah, definitely, definitely. I thought, you know what? The time has come. You guys have been asking me about books, and I thought to myself, because what tends to happen with me is, let me tell you, when I am teaching things to people, tend to forget I was a student one day. So I try to kind of go back in time in my head and think to myself, when I was a student, what kind of things did I really enjoy, look forward to? And yeah, you're right. I think knowing about books, if I had a teacher telling me about books, like taking me to the library and saying to me, this book is really good for this and that, I would have loved that. And this is what you should try and do. Yeah, you should try to get hold of someone, go to a Islamic library or a bookstore, and just try to get hold of someone to explain to you what the books are there, and it will be extremely beneficial for you. Yeah, trust me, very very beneficial for you guys. So what else? What's the latest? What's the latest with you guys? Anything new that's been happening? Well, Qazi, mashallah, Qazi Bai, assalamu alaikum. Can we make wudu in the bathroom? Yes, you can. I feel ablation may be similar to cauterization in the case the lining of the womb is treated with heat to decrease heavy bleeding and pain caused by diseases. Okay, cauterization, yeah. So the reason why cauterization, the Prophet ﷺ, he actually allowed cauterization, but he said cauterization should be the last. Cauterization should be the last, like port of call. That's the last thing that you go to, last resort, because it leaves a scar on the body. And in them days, it was like something that there wasn't as sophisticated as today. So nowadays they can do cauterization and they can actually do it in a very precise way. And this is an important thing to learn about the history of fiqh, like how advancements, if someone actually did a whole history sort of like, I don't know, book or a course of how the history of fiqh and how the changing of medical advancements side by side, checking how the fatwa changed. I would love that. If someone could do that, just go through from the time of the Prophet ﷺ, slowly every century, what advancements came in each century and what kind of fatwa changed because of these advancements, like the concept of blood transfusion or the concept of now with these new sort of like medicines that they use to treat people, pharmaceutical medicines, or even things like you know um, injections as well, which wasn't heard of in the past. Can one transform the intentions to be for the sake of Allah? I'm starting to work out more, but I want to. Yes, of course you can. That's an excellent idea. I see it. Excellent. You can do it definitely. Remember, your intentions are your intentions, and at any moment you can change your intentions. Saqib, ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, my brother. Welcome. Hasib Hassan, ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As I'm behind on your videos. I even bought book for Diwan Imam Shafi last year, and I only did. Oh no, Jello, it doesn't matter. I forgive you. Yeah, and you were saying about you wanted the live streams to be on Sunday. Yeah, I was thinking, how many of you guys would like the live streams to be on Sunday night instead of Saturday night? Let me know, because if there is enough people, then maybe I can shift it to Sunday night. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking, if I'm praying witr and had intention of doing it one way, but then accidentally ended up doing it another way, which is still acceptable, would it require me to do sujood sahwi? I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Which ways are you referring to? What would you do if you destroyed a website and everyone is chasing you? I would tune into your live. If you destroyed a website and everyone is chasing you. Oh, is that what you've done? Can I make fard ghusl in the bathroom where latrine is attached? Yes. Assalamu alaikum. Aslam, ahlan wa sahlan. May I know what is your favorite book of Imam Ghazali other than Ihya? Well, it's difficult to say, but the one that I was like reading a lot when I was in madrasa. I remember it was a book called Al Arbaun fi Usul al-Din. Yeah, Al Arbaun or Arba'in fi Usul al-Din. That was a very good one. Really kind of opened my eyes up to a lot of concepts that he mentioned. How to feel the i'jaz of the Quran, the way it makes the Quraysh dumbstruck. Right, good question. I like this question. This is a nice question Zaydan's come out with. You know what you need to do? You need to read as much literature in the time of the Prophet ﷺ that you can get hold of, besides the Quran. So hadith, and then poetry, and then other non-poetic literature, as much as you can. Once you read those and once you absorb those, and you get a taste for how they used to speak in them days, then you look at the Quran, then you realize. Yeah, it's like, for example, let's say someone's never watched football before and they want to know why Ronaldo is so good, right? Why Ronaldo is so good. The only way they can understand why Ronaldo is so good is when they start watching other football players, right? And they see how they play, and then they compare it. Omar Khan, wa alaikum assalam. Is it permissible to make YouTube videos with ads which have undressed women? Now, the thing is, you can't control, obviously, the advertisements that come on. Like, I don't have advertisements on most of my YouTube videos to come off. I would say that, you can actually ask them to limit your advertisements to certain types. Yeah, that's possible. So if you go to a lot of Islamic ones, Islamic YouTube channels, you'll see the advertisements are usually like, Islamic charities and blah blah blah. Yeah, that's possible. Otherwise, I would say it's best to avoid these kind of things. Yeah, demonetize it. Assalamu alaikum, gateway to the righteous. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Opinion. What's your opinion on Ashraf Ali Tanwi and Rashid Gangoi? They are very good scholars. Yeah, and they make mistakes, but they are very good scholars. Just like, for example, Maulana Ahmad Raza Khan, very good scholar, he made lots of mistakes. So, we look at scholars, whether it's from the Brailwi background, the Ubandi background. I personally say this: if you haven't read all of Maulana Ashraf Ali Tanwi's books, then I think you shouldn't comment about it. If you heard it secondhand from people, let's like we shouldn't comment on Maulana Ahmad Raza Khan if we haven't read his books. If anyone has not read his books, commenting about him, I personally think that's unfair to anyone, right? And if you're a person who just listens to someone say that Maulana Ashraf Ali Tanwi said this, or so and so said this, Maulana Rashid Ahmad Gangoi said this, and then you start criticizing, well, that's up to you guys. Yeah, and the same thing happens with all groups. When people criticize Maulana Sheikh Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah, people criticize Imam Bukhari, even people criticize all sorts of people. How would we go about doing that? I wouldn't want my intention to be corrupted. I only wanted to. Yeah. So what you have to always do is just think to yourself, why am I doing this for? Always ask yourself, why am I doing it? And have in your head that you want to do it because you want to become strong, and that's a good intention as well. And become strong so that you can defend for yourself. You can gain confidence. Those are good intentions. Those are intentions you can say ultimately are for Allah. I had to pray Asr at work and then finish and took a quick 10-minute. Whoa, that's a quick one. Go back to my desk and remember your live stream. Oh, mashallah. It's a jam-packed one there. Al-Basira. So first, Matan Abi Shuja. Oh, yeah, Matan Abi Shuja. Yeah, I remember in our madrasa, there were some students who used to study that. Matan Abi Shuja. Then Safinatul Najat. And then for the third year, we teach Iqna. Ah, okay, Iqna. I haven't read Iqna. Excellent. MashaAllah, very good. And inshallah, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try to read these books as well. Yeah. I'm going to try to make it my goal to read a certain number of Shafi books. Inshallah. On Facebook, the Usuli is someone really good to follow, inshallah, his views. Yeah, I know him. I know who he is. Yeah, I know who he is very well. MashaAllah, very good guy. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, definitely. I like reading his posts. Wa alaikum assalam, Umran Ali. Ahlan wa sahlan. Hyderabadi sahib. Bhai, muhtaram bhai, kya hal hai? क्या आजकल हैदराबाद में क्या चल रहा है भाई? Can you please recommend us some Islamic courses which we can learn online from? So you can go to my YouTube channel, check out all my courses over there, and you can also go to Seeker's Path. Seeker's Path is a very good one as well. Seeker's Hub, Seeker's Path. Yeah, very good. They've got lots of Mufti Faraz Rabbani. They've got very good ones. So it depends on what do you want to study. That's the thing. Our wedding, the Nizam's Chow Mahalla Palace, mashallah, mashallah. Yeah, oh yeah, inshallah. When I come to Hyderabad, bhai, we're gonna do chakkars around these areas, make some videos. How to become unstoppable and destroy every goal and stop being lazy. I just heard the Lamia Ibn Wardi and it was very deep. How to become unstoppable. Let me tell you, first and foremostly, cut yourself off social media. Yeah, that's the that's the biggest one. And then what you need to do is you need to make yourself goals, right? Realistic goals, and start rewarding yourself for achieving those goals. Yeah, that's what you need to do. And you need to do something with your life, basically. Think about what you want to do with your life and just go for it. Start it. I think I don't know. I'm not an expert, obviously, in time management, but I like listening to a lot of these YouTubers who talk about the importance of time management. Ali Abdal talks about it a lot, and there's other guys out there as well that show the importance of how to organize your time and make it extremely productive. Bite size is the key, I would say. Do things in bite sizes. Regarding the witr question and intention, let's say I had intention to do all three rakats without sitting in the second rakat, but end up sitting in the second rakat anyway. Uh, well, you're asking me from a Hanafi point of view. Hanafi point of view, you'll have to do sajda sahu. But if you're asking from a Shafi point of view, then I don't know. You'll have to speak to the Shafis about that. Because according to Hanafis, there's only one way to pray witr. Umran Ali currently preparing for Nizamiya's entrance exam. Friends said they teach the main essence of the books so the students can read the rest on his own. Oh, I see. You're going to go with Nizamis, yeah? Hasib Ustad, have you seen much of the cricket Pakistan lost? Yeah, I heard. I didn't see it. Yeah, but I heard. Chalo, bhai. I mean, look, the thing is, games are never a measure of anyone's success. It's never ever a measure. And unfortunately, when we watch a football match or a cricket match or anything like that, and we kind of pin all of our hopes onto someone beating another person or a team, then it's a bit unfortunate because what tends to happen is we're gonna be let down sometimes in our life. And this is why the Prophet ﷺ had a camel and it was called Qaswa. And Qaswa would beat everyone. Everyone's camels it would beat. And one day it raced and another Sahabi's camel beat the Qaswa. So people were like, "No, why did you beat the Prophet ﷺ camel?" So the Prophet ﷺ said, "That's fine. It happens. Allah never raises something except that He brings it down. So that's the sunnah of life. There's never going to be like this kind of uruj, like you say, this kind of like elevation you're going to have in your life, except that it's going to have with uh, with this wada. Yeah, wada in Arabic means to come down, to decline." Haider Ali, what's your views regarding Hussam al Haramain? I haven't read Hussam al Haramain myself. But I think this whole issue between Maulana Ahmad Raza Khan and between the Deobandi ulama, I think it's been taken out of proportion a lot by a lot of people. And it's just, there's a lot of people out there. There's such important things in the religion, but I don't understand why they're just like going after each other on this. If you zoom out of the whole picture, it just seems as though it's just crazy. They're just going after this one issue, two issues. So to me, I don't understand why the Brelvi side do it, why the Deobandi side do it. Ya Allah. May I know how is London condition right now? I have no idea. I'm not in London. I'm in Birmingham. So anyone in London know what's happening? Do you know any good places in central to seek beneficial in central? So in central London? Asatiza also recommend that which you don't gain entirely, you don't leave entirely. MashaAllah, very good. Ahlan wa sahlan, ahlan wa sahlan. Aslam, ya Sheikh, when you coming down to Bolton? I know I need to come down, man. I need to do a program. There needs to be a program. There can't just come down, but there needs to be some food there. There needs to be some jasha, some jasha. Amina, ahlan wa sahlan. Sub, our wounds are too raw at the moment. We didn't even see Uruj went down. Then you are on right track, inshallah, inshallah. Ahlan wa sahlan. The academic ikhtilaf should have not been shown to awam. Yeah, crazy. I mean, Allah forgive us, but sometimes I think we lose the plot of what Islam is all about. We forget what Islam is about, and then we kind of make it into just like this sectarian sort of like tennis matches non-stop. Yeah, do you program by? Do you do my program, Oran? By, I'm gonna come to India and you do my program properly. Hassan Ahmed, Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, welcome, mashallah, mashallah. People not from the subcontinent always confused about the overall Brelvi conflict. Like, don't both groups agree? Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. They do. So I think what we need to do, okay, let me say what we need to have. We need to have a Deobandi Brelvi conference just on the things that we agree on. But you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. In the Deobandi community and in the Brelvi community, there's a lot of pressure from individuals. So from the Deobandi community, it's like for many people, if they were to praise Mullah Ahmad Raza Khan or certain Brelvi individuals, maybe others would say to them, "Why are you doing this for?" And in the Brelvi community, have the same thing. If some Brelvi community was to just say Maulana Ashraf Ali Tanwi, I guarantee you, a lot of them would be discommunicated. Yeah, and this is the sad reality. It's like, it's mentalities like this on both sides is very, very sort of like toxic for the awam, for the general public. Yeah, and should never ever be. The scholars should never, you know, sort of like uh, get the bait the audience with all these kind of things. Wa alaikum assalam, MP. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, welcome. So, guys, are you guys ready for the snowy weather that's supposed to be coming soon? While you're wearing, alaikum assalam, random trash. What are you doing with your name, man? While wearing the hijab, I found out that the area under the chin is considered aura. Is this true? Uh, no. So it obviously would become too difficult. So if a person had to hide it'd be too difficult. So basically, how the women wear it, yeah, cover it up like that, and if the chin shows, then there's permissibility for that. So this would be difficult to say that the chin, yeah, is haraj. So think about this: the place of your face that you wash in wudu. So do you wash under your chin? Yeah. So then that's part of the face that would be exempted. Recently joined the Aston Islamic Society Committee again this year. Well, then we haven't met, bro. Or have you seen me and you haven't? We haven't met. We need to meet again, bro. To all my Pakistan brothers and sisters from India, Ustad, your mustache has grown a lot since last time. So, mashallah, you're looking well. Yes, I know. I need to do a little bit of trim there. So, as you can see, guys, yeah, for those of you guys who don't like me doing this and say that this is this is like something that against well, that's it, guys. This is what happens when you get bored and you just need to do something with your fingers. This is what you gotta do with your fingers. Amran Ali Nizamiya doesn't partake in either side. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's the way, bro. Have you come to join any tariqat? No, not yet. I mean, should I? What would you advise? Ask you guys. What would you advise? I know I need good company. I need good company. Stay in company of good mashayikh and get benefit from their sohbat. What was the story when an individual said of Maulana to a dear scholar? I have no idea. What was it? No, I'm just. We're saying what I said. I mean, it's like I've heard some people say that you shouldn't say Maulana Ahmad Raza Khan, right? And I've heard people from Brailwi side as well say that whenever we've tried to say Maulana Ashraf Ali Tanwi, I think I remember it happened with Sheikh Yaqubi as well. I think once when he said Maulana Ashraf Ali Tanwi in a Brailwi mosque, and it was like he got really bad response from the people. Actually, haven't seen you yet. Inshallah, let me know next time at Sufa. Hopefully, inshallah, I should be there the last Friday of this month. Majalis are really good for one's growth. I have found, yes, definitely, definitely. Sohbat company is a very good thing. Has a very good effect. You can see like the company that even we have like on Fridays. This is also something which you can tell it has an effect. Like maybe for one day for some people, 2 days, 3 days. Right? It has an effect definitely. But live audiences in person, like face to face, in close proximity, that also has its own barakah in there. Ustad, have you heard of Maulana Fazl Rahim? Are you talking about Maulana, who passed away, Mullah Fazl Rahim. Is dhikr majlis innovation? No. No, it's not. What is bad and good bid'ah? So Nahid, I have made a video. I have made a video on bid'ah. Check that out. Yeah, so bid'ah, let me find this video for you. And you can check it out. It's a 26-minute video. I will post it here, Nahid, for you. Bid'ah crash course. Hassan, Sheikh Hassan Ali's teacher. Yeah, I heard of him, yeah. Mullah Fazl Rahim Sab. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about him. I didn't meet him personally, but a lot of good things. My advice is that you come into my company, Qabul, and we make zikr of Allah as we eat, Qabul, and appreciate steak and burgers, Qabul. This madhab Masiri. I'm already a follower of the Masiri madhab without even knowing it. Is the Khassus course needed for a student to become a scholar and master in a certain field? In today's times, I would say it would extremely, definitely help a lot. Yeah, but you don't have to do it if you're very good at your studies and you studied a lot. Oldham, yeah, Oldham. Sheikh, do you listen to Mu'tari Jamil Hafizullah? I haven't listened to him for several years now, but I used to in the past. The bayans are quite long. On my question on YouTube, if someone were to earn from it, even if their own content is halal, would their income be haram? No, it wouldn't be haram. Time for food, mashallah. And almost time for Maghrib here. Yeah, we're almost time for Maghrib. It's calling someone Maulana's causes disunity. Asif Hussain Faruqi from Bolton is wicked. Sheikh Asif Hussain. Asif Hussain, yeah. Is he the same in Manchester? Has he got like a following? Tasawwuf following? The same one. Yeah, so guys, so as you can see in the background over there, the lights are becoming dim. Yeah, I need to change the batteries. Yeah. I need to change the color of these as well. Let me just change the color of this. It's kind of changing in the background. Maybe, you have some red there. Yeah, just to balance it out. Naqshband Mujaddid. Yeah, I've got some friends who are murids of him. How are your joints? Joints, alhamdulillah, they've been well, but sometimes at night time I do get a bit of inflammation. I mean, this week has been much better than the previous weeks. Yeah, I think the weather's been quite mild, not as bad. But alhamdulillah, it's good. It's good. Alhamdulillah. Right, so yeah, so that's that. Are we chocolate? We're gonna have some chocolate. Right, we're gonna try Cornish. This one. Can you see it? To hide my face. Cornish Sea Chocolate. Now I don't know what's so special about Cornish Sea Chocolate. Yeah, is it like Cornwall? Is it? I think it's probably talking about Cornwall, isn't it? Cornish Sea Chocolate. Let's try this one out. Let's see what kind of barakah this is. This is gonna give us. Yeah, Masir, are we gonna have chocolate in our tariqah? Yeah, better have chocolate, bro. Otherwise, we're not coming to America. So yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I do apologize for the sounds you guys are gonna start hearing. Yeah, block your ears. Oh yeah, this is good. You got this bitterness taste, slight, so you can tell you're eating dark chocolate. You get this, like, when you eat those, what are those things called when you put them in your mouth and the kids love them? They make that kind of like crackling sound. I forgot what they're called. But you get this kind of sensation, little like subtle sensation down your tongue. Yeah, and a nice sort of like little salty, a bit of salty sort of like touch to it, sweet and sour kind of touch. Well, yeah, I like this. I like it a lot. Liking the book review series, yeah, inshallah. I'm gonna try to do a bit consistent with those. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. What do you find appealing in these kind of book review videos? What's the kind of thing that really kind of you enjoy? Which part, like, not the one just I make, but generally when scholars do? book reviews? What's the kind of? Do you like the story behind it? Do you like the kind of overall sort of like contents, or is it just like some personal experience that the person's talking about? I don't know if you covered this as it was a hot while ago. التوسل الإغاثة باستغاثة بمثله. Yeah, in fact, I covered it nearly every week for about 4 months. You can ask tomorrow, inshallah, Umar. We have to learn to appreciate the bounties of Allah. MashaAllah. This is tariqah. This is kind of tariqah I think I was born for. Imagine gathering with the Khalid and hardcore bridge together like someone gonna. How we influence scholars of their caliber. Yeah. That's what I like. I like Aslam. I like that idea. And put your comment up. So Bolton's got two good things. One is Bolton bookstore, and one is got Aslam in there. For me, more to summarize of the book and what courage them to wrote, and what had courage. Oh yeah, okay, that's a good idea. I never thought of that. Yeah, that's a good point. Ya Allah. Today, Islam is absent from the life of the Ummah, which the Ummah fights and protects and declared in the mother of religions. How do you view those scholars and what are you? Allah knows best, my brother. Allah knows. I need to know more about them. I need to contact them, speak to them. Rahmatullah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan wa rahmatullah. Aslam. My father worked there for 15 to 20 years. All right. Nasir, we get to learn what a book is about, whether we should get it or not, while also looking at something beautiful. MashaAllah. That's the way, bro. That's the way, bro. Yeah. I do my beautiful me, yeah. A beautiful book. Astaghfirullah. Okay. Content and why you chose it over other books. That's a good one. I like that. So did you like the story about my friend that bought it off? Yeah, I actually bought some more books off him as well. I'll talk about those. And which part of studying journey you read it at? Yeah, I like that one. You're always welcome. That's the way, Masir. On the book reviews, I find them beneficial as they show types of knowledge is helpful. Yeah, I think a lot of people when they study in madrasas, there's lots of things that they really can enrich them. Right, when they're studying Nahu, when they're studying fiqh, when they're studying adab, when they're studying usul, or anything, even hadith or tafsir, that if they knew that kind of stuff from before, it would really enhance their experience in learning. I personally think that, and this is why I think there's a lot of things that, because when you study, you see the mindset that you have when you're learning a topic. That mindset is crucial for helping you shape your journey. So if you're studying Nahu without any knowledge of any Arabic or anything before, that's like probably a rock bottom level. That is, you want to know what Arabic is about beforehand. You want to have some sort of experience with this kind of language in some shape or form. That will help you. Same goes with fiqh and tafsir, and that's why the Tariq Tashri Islami, it really helped me. I think it really helped me give sort of like rhyme and rhythm, yeah, to what fiqh was all about. Like this historical sort of like plethora of scholars that we had. It was just amazing for me to see that how different scholars dealt with fiqh in different ways and times, and that's what helped me in writing about fiqh. Green screen. Walaikum assalam. Would you please focus on the linguistic miracles of Quran? We are far away from this blessing. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, definitely. But the only thing about the real linguistic of the Quran, you can only grasp if you know how the Arabs spoke in the early days. So that's why you can't just give a layperson a 5-minute sort of like explanation of what the miracle of the Quran is. It's like you can give some examples, but they will never be able to get it without you telling them. They would have to, all their life, would have to be told by someone else what the miracle is. Right? For a layperson, it's very difficult to grasp it for themselves. It's like art. Imagine there's art. Sometimes it's art. You look at art, you think, oh, it's amazing about this. And then someone else comes and tells you, right, let me tell you what's amazing about this art. This got this in there, and it's been written, it's drawn by this guy, or painted by this person. And look how they use the colors. This is very unique. This type of color wasn't in existence at that time, just something like that. So that's why whenever people ask me about the miracle of the Quran, it's difficult to be able to tell people and let them experience it. Right? I can make, let's say, 50 videos on miracle of the Quran examples, but it's not going to make the layperson be able to pick up the Quran themselves and see the miracle. They'll just have to trust me on that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Maghrib ka waqt kimi duas. Yeah, I'm gonna go now as well. So our Maghrib time's at 4:20. So I'm gonna go as well, inshallah ta'ala. Can you make us a Sufa Institute? Yes, inshallah. Good idea. I will make one day, inshallah. All right, guys. Take care, inshallah. And I will see you guys next time. Tomorrow, inshallah. Remember, live Q&A in the evening, inshallah. And then we have our usual. What book should every Muslim have with improve their lives other than the Quran? I don't know. If there's like a book they should have to improve. I think maybe something like reading Sheikh Abu Fatah Abu Ghudda, Islamic Manners. I think that's a good book. My trousers is thin enough to differentiate my skin from something black. Can I wear under? We have difficulty with my prayer. Yes, it'll be valid. Is your surf series finished? No, not yet. So the only thing is, at the moment I'm stuck with my surf series because I'm trying to think how am I going to take it forward. Because every time I make a video, I'm always thinking about how I'm going to present it. So that's why at the moment I'm just stuck. It's like a writer's block I've got on that. So sometimes I'll do a series and I come to a point that if it's a series which requires me to kind of come out with my own content or come out with my own way of presentation, then I get stuck sometimes. So make dua that it just opens up for me. I would say maybe 2/3 of it's done. 2/3 of what I want to do is done. Then after I complete it, then I'll start a book. So have you studied or taught Fathul Bari? I really want to study it with a teacher. Fathul Bari is about 25 volumes. I have not studied it, but I have read several volumes of it. Yeah, I've read several. But the thing about Fathul Bari, let me tell you this. Fathul Bari is like step number 10 on the 10 steps of Hadith and Usul Hadith course. And imagine the Usul Hadith course that I taught you guys, right? That was probably step number 2. Yeah, so that's the kind of. Jazakallah khair, S. Hussein. Jazakallah khair, Luqman. You're welcome, Luqman. Requesting your du'as and you guys as well. Take care, inshallah. And I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alaikum assalam, Abdul Majid. Too late now. It's Maghrib time.